It should come as no surprise to you guys that raid rewards are probably the best in the game, and investing in teams for good raid scores is a benefit to you. It is massive. It's better than anything else. I'm not even joking. Forget about TB, forget about GAC, even Fleet Arena to a certain extent. Raid rewards is where it's at if you want to gain more relic levels, and the quicker you get those rewards, the better off you'll be, because raids are limited in their life cycle. So I've got a team for you today that can score the maximum amount of points possible at Relic 8 tier, giving you a total of 2.7 million. I'm going to see if I can do some testing at the 3.6 million tier as well when we get those R9s together. Let's break this down. So the characters that we're going to be looking at today is a Maul, Sidious, and STAP team. Now I've done a previous video doing Maul, Sidious, and Newt all at Relic 7, getting that 1.8 million score, and that one works very well. If you want to check that one out, it is up here in the top right corner. I know my directions. It's up there, guys. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to follow. So this is the exact same concept, but it's using a different unit and at a higher tier, so you can get 2.7 million here. If you're unaware with the concept though, guys, essentially what it is we're using Maul's leadership to generate advantage for our team, and we're using Sidious and his interaction with the raid to pass his leadership to both Maul and to STAP. What that does is every time we crit, we're going to be increasing our offense, so slowly we are going to ramp up more and more damage so that we can clear out the entire raid. This is still very RNG based, and it still will take good modding, but I'm here to guide you and give you some advice on how to make that happen. So let's jump into the modding first and foremost. I want us to take a look at Maul's modding first, as he is going to be our leader. How do we want to mod Maul? A couple of concepts. We want speed, offense, and crit chance. Speed for this Maul was about 255, his offense was 10,900, and his crit chance was 131%. More is better. Sidious is all about the speed, crit chance, offense, and potency. You want to try and get that potency pretty decently high so that you can land some of these debuffs. The speed is quite important, but he does generate quite a lot of turn meter. So I've got him at 309 speed here, 71% potency, 9.7k offense, and 98% crit chance. The final character for this trifecta is going to be STAP, as we've already discussed, and STAP is all about that speed. He has got 364 speed, which sounds very high, but he has a high base speed, and then we're rocking as much offense as possible, putting him at 11k offense and 103.3% crit chance. So, wave 1, what are we looking at? Always the same modifier, they've got that quick modifier, so when we gain bonus turn meter, so do they. We want to just spam AoEs, and if you can kill 3 B1s in that opener, that is what we are looking for. After that, just clear out the rest of the enemy team as quick as possible, so we get into wave 2. Wave 2 is the first Droideka wave. You want to try and kill that Droideka as soon as possible. Sometimes it's not always the case. He might get that bonus turn after the very first turn, roll up into damage immunity. It's just a risk you're going to have to take. We don't have a Dispel here, so it's going to be a case of let's just go ahead and see if we can kill him. Still spamming AoEs, try to target the units that have got low health with Maul. We're using AoEs again over here just to try and clear out the units as quickly as possible. The fewer units that are on the field, the more likely that our Droideka over here is going to have damage immunity. Now, I would highly advise that you try and finish this wave with at most about 20% on the enrage meter. I think I get a little bit unlucky here, the Droideka constantly gaining bonus turns and rolling back into damage immunity, but we still get out with about 21% to 21% enrage, something there or thereabouts. 22% enrage. Okay, so try to be that or lower. Our first time that we get to use the fleet modifier. So, wave 3 is when we get to go out into space for the first time. We'll have a choice of 3 abilities to use. The one that you want to think about using for the very first wave is the first ability. It's the one that gives us massively overpowered. You can see it just there. It looks like an N1 Naboo starfighter, because it is. That's the one that we want, and you just want to take out that STAP straight away. I'm using AoEs here. And those of you that don't know, when Maul has his turn, if you use a basic and you defeat an enemy with that one hit, you will gain 100% turn meter on Maul, and he will almost always get to go again. Now, obviously, if the enemy modifier is charged, they're going to get a bonus turn. If it is quicken, they could potentially overflow their TM and beat him to the next turn. But it's very important that we try to time out these abilities to gain those bonus turns a lot. It's an important mechanic to this raid. So in this instance, because we've got massively overpowered from that ship buff, I know that my next basic will definitely kill a unit. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to AoE. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom, there's 100% turn meter. This is a useful way of resetting the cooldowns on Sidious, because Sidious needs his Zeta and he will gain, I think it's 45% turn meter every time a unit dies, so we want him gaining turn meter all the time as well. We use Sidious a lot of the time to prep B1s into low health so that Maul can come in with a basic and gain 100% turn meter again. So there we go, he did the basic, he put the heal immunity on the enemy team, that's what we're looking for. Now I know that there's always a unit that Maul can hit. Boom, 100% turn meter to Maul. AoE, because he had that advantage, all those crits are going to be ramping our offense, and then I just want to look to try and kill some units one at a time here, because more turns is always a good thing. Targeting the units that have got low health with Maul so you can basic them to death, unfortunately not quite enough damage on him just yet to clear through. Use the AoEs here with Sidious. Sidious is going to be ramping offense too. Alright, so this is our second Droideca wave. We want to try and take out the Droidecas as quickly as possible. So Maul has got advantage and he's got offense up. All the same, I want to try and do a basic on that Droideca with low health because I want the 100% turn meter more than I want to try and potentially risk it and hit the other Droideca here. So, oh, we just do an AoE. Excuse me, ignore me. We use the AoE there, hit everybody on the board, get rid of both Droidecas. All of those crits, thanks to the guaranteed crit from advantage, means that we're ramping Maul's offense. This has put everybody at low health, but they are going to recover all of that thanks to the ridiculous modifier in this game. Alright, so this is where things start to get a little bit fun. We want to make sure that units have got heal immunity or at low health so Maul can just start basicking units. When you do this with Maul, you want to try and take out the units that have got the highest amount of turn meter. So in this situation, what can we see? Maul has got advantage and offense up right now. There are, 5 enemies that we can hit. I want to target this number 5 on the left-hand side. I want to target him because I think I can kill him with a basic because we've got advantage, which means we're going to crit, and we've got offense up, which means we've got an additional 50% offense. I'm hitting number 5 because he's about to take a turn. So if I defeat him, he's not going to have a turn to take, obviously, and I will gain 100% turn meter. This is how we're looking to prioritize here. Look at Sidious's turn meter as well. He is at, 80% turn meter? When I defeat this B1, I know that he's going to take a turn before my Maul. So here we go, we just go basic on number 5, absolutely right, 100% turn meter, Sidious is taking a turn, and we're going to use Sidious's turn to hopefully land heal immunity on an enemy, but also try and reduce their hit points enough so that Maul can guarantee a kill. So here we go, we're going to just hit someone with the highest amount of health, we landed the heal immunity, he's got, 50% health, maybe just under, and Maul has still got advantage. So in this situation, if Maul did not have advantage, I would target that unit with the lowest amount of health. If I have advantage and offense up, I want to target someone that's got the most turn meter and I'm most likely to kill. So number 8 is an ideal target here. He has the highest amount of turn meter, but he also has an expose on him. I've got advantage, I've got offense up. So number 8 is my target here for this basic to get a bonus turn, feed more TM to my team. Over here we go to number 8. Nice basic there, crit him, insta-killed him. In this situation, I haven't got advantage, which means there is no guarantee I crit. So B1s 4 and 6 are not likely to let me defeat them in one hit. So I want to hit number 7 so that he definitely dies. Maul gains 100% turn meter and Sidious is going to probably go next, which means he can prep 4 or 6 with a basic for Maul to come in and try and defeat. So here we go. Boom. Defeated him. Sidious takes a turn. We hit another guy. Look at it, here we are, we're set up once again. Now, the unfortunate part of this is that there's no way Sidious is going to go before Maul's next turn. So even though I could basic here and take out 4, guaranteed because he's got such low health, I don't have advantage, I can't hit 6, and Sidious is not going to be able to prep him. So we are going to get interrupted here, but at least I can guarantee another turn. There we go, unfortunately just not enough damage to kill that next B1. If we did, we would have looped back around again and potentially could have cleared out this wave without further issue. Once again, Sidious is just prepping, and we get a good kill from Maul. Into our next wave. Now, this is where we have to make our next decision. This is where we are going to get our second use of going out into space to use another fleet ability. Have a look at the enemy modifier. If it is this triple chevron modifier, that means the enemy has got charge. That means every time we take a turn, they're going to take a bonus turn. If they have that, we want to use the ability called Disrupt Communications. I'll show you which one it is. It is the one with the radio dish in the ability icons. So down here, it's the first ability. That one, they destroyed this communications tower. It gets rid of the modifier completely from the enemy commando droid. So they've not got charge, they've not got anything. in this scenario, when you use this ability, you want to try and maximize the chances of your Maul just defeating the entire enemy team with basics, okay? So they've got no protection. We want to use Sidious's AoE here to bring the whole team down into low health. So AoE from Sidious, please. Boom, everybody's in low health. One enemy interrupts us, unfortunately, but that's not too bad. And now it's Maul's turn. What we want to do is basically kill this entire wave with basics from Maul, and Sidious will obviously come in and help as well. So target, if you have not got advantage, target the lowest health unit to guarantee that you kill it with a basic. Do not use AoEs with Maul here. Save your AoE. There's no point using it. Just generate turn meter for your team, okay? So we're going to basic the lowest health unit. Boom, get a bonus turn. We've got advantage now. If you've got advantage, you can target the units with the highest health, okay? Provided they are still, you know, if you still think you can defeat them with one hit. So we also want to take out the STAPs very quickly. When Sidious takes his turn, you want Sidious to hit the units with the highest health as well to bring their health down into thresholds, or maybe even just potentially kill them. So again, no advantage on Maul, hit the weakest unit. Sidious targets the highest health units, no advantage on Maul, hit the weakest unit. Just basics, guys. Basics, 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 all the time. This will give us 100% turn meter and ramp cooldowns on Sidious as well. Next wave, back to a Droideka. Let's blow through those AoEs. You want to try and kill the entire enemy team with AoEs, hopefully. Oh, I think I might do a basic here. Yeah, we do a basic on that Droideka. He's got an expose. Even though we don't have advantage, we will hopefully still use a basic on this Droideka to defeat him. Booyah, that gave us a bonus turn. So, well, 100% turn meter. We've now got advantage. Advantage in this situation, we just want to do a nice big AoE and wipe out the entire wave. It's going to give us loads of crits, which is also going to raise our offense thanks to Sidious's leadership. Womp! There you go. That's what we're looking for, guys. That's what we're looking for. Next up is our final use of the Fleet Wave. Now, obviously, you're only going to have one choice left. It's going to be whatever you've got. This one, for me, is going to be the last ability, so it gives me that tenacity up, so we can't get that provoke. Once again, you want to try and set up people for kills with Maul's basics. So basics with Sidious leading into a basic with Maul, hopefully. Maul now has advantage, so we're hopefully going to get a nice big AoE here. I think I make a mistake coming up soon. Yeah, this one here was a mistake. What I should have done here is I should have just used the AoE from Maul. AoE from Maul here would have done really good damage, would have ramped my offense further, but I think I tried to do a basic to gain an extra turn meter on the team. It was a mistake. I should have just AoE'd here, but instead, for some reason, we used the basic to get extra turn meter and wasted our advantage. Still, it doesn't end up causing us too many issues. Unfortunately, we didn't land a heal immunity on that B1. That would have been quite nice. Just trying to get those heal immunities out. Basics with Maul, obviously, to try and generate turn meter. Sidious doing a really good job of setting up the enemy. Unfortunately, no advantage there on Maul, so we couldn't get that crit. Heal immunity on the enemy team. Basics again, basics again. So we ended up wasting a couple of turns here, going into the last wave at about 90% in rage. If you reach this last wave, and you have not hit 100% in rage, they will never enrage. It's as simple as that. It's game over. You can clear it out. What you might find in this final wave is you might lose Sidious. And if that happens, you might find yourself in a position where you feel like you're stuck. And they're just wailing away at Maul. Can't kill him and he can't kill any units. Literally, trust the process. Leave it on full auto. And eventually Maul will wipe out the enemy team. He will eventually ramp up enough damage to kill everybody. It might take you 10-15 minutes, but just leave it on auto and trust the process. And that's it, guys. That's it, really. Now, I want to test this at the Relic 9 tier. I don't know if it works or not, but I have a little bit of hope and a little bit of faith that we can get it done. So if anybody's got an R9 team and is willing to either send me footage or grant me access to test out and see what I can do let me know. Head over to my Discord. Anyway, guys, I want to make sure that you guys have enjoyed this video, so leave me a comment down below if you use this team, leave me a like if you can, and consider subscribing. And I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.